working correctly. Apparently, Restream does not like OBS. Or I don't have something set right, I don't know. But it is bloody annoying, is all I can say. So, I really want to start picking on this some more, and I'm getting rather aggravated by the technical difficulties surrounding getting this done. I just wish they had a quick, simple, easy 2 clicks and blah blah blah. But oh no, never mind. I finally get a pick on the lock, and so that is what I'm. Well, if I can get this frickin' cat here off of my mat, can't even get a hold of the stupid thing. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh. Okay, I need to move my light so that when I put my arm down, it's not turning it on and off. That gets annoying quick. Okay. Now, is this supposed to turn all the way? Because it only turns that far that way, and it only turns that far that way. So I'm not sure. Maybe I can tag Elroy's toys, and he can clarify whether or not that's an issue. Because I honestly do not know if it is. Oh. I need to double check something real quick like a wabbit. Okay. So it is in fact set to headset. So I got the chat up, even though I gotta bend my neck and kill myself to see it at the moment. Still gotta figure that out. Okay. So okay, so let's try going this way and see what happens. Well, shit. Everything just dropped. What in the world? Oh, oh, yeah, kinda. Uh, Let me see if I can figure this out. I don't even know if you can hear me or not, but I'll toss a link in there that should now be pinned to the top. Uh, I have no idea. If you want to join, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. I uh, I figured out that Restream does not like OBS because I got in here without OBS at all, just uh, and didn't have any problems. You can hear me? Well, that's good. It's nice to be heard. That just means that my microphone didn't screw up. Thank God. I Yeah, I keep getting issues here and there all around the square, and it's kind of annoying at times. Uh, what is this? Lower third. Ticker. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, that's fine. I understand. It's no big deal. Hell, I've been messing with this stupid thing for since like 10 till 3, and I finally just got so frustrated with it. I'm now like, you know what? Screw it. I don't care anymore. I want to pick on this stupid log. Well, okay, it's not a stupid log. Well, not yet. The longer I pick at it, the more stupid it gets. Yeah, it's one of those. So my default go-to beginning tensioner is the windshield wiper insert. I made this one myself uh, after a zillion failures, but it's still my go-to. And then my medium flat hook Jimmy Longs is my default beginning, and then I'll trade from there because it won't take very much longer probably before this tensioner starts making my hand cramp. And when that happens, Time to switch to the covert instruments. It's covert instruments ergo turner. What the frick? Oh, I just went into a false set. Let's see how big of a pretty good false set. That's why my turner fell out. This thing has false sets all over the place. Every time I turn around, false set, false set. Okay, so 2. Pretty sure 2 is set. Okay, now I'm not so sure. See, now I am getting absolutely nothing. Okay, now, is it because I'm hitting the warding and not the pins? Out of curiosity. Oh, that is a huge help. Except for I get nothing. Nothing I hit does anything. I'm not getting any. Yeah, because see here, look. I'm not. Oh, well, take the tensioner out and it just. Now, was that because of the. Oh, I should probably. Oh, of course it's going to do that. So we'll put this in here and we'll turn it. No, wait a minute. How did that work? Okay, top of the keyway tension. And there's no, my line is still straight. Counterclockwise rotation. Pin number 1. Is just flapping in there all loose. So pin number 2. False set. But is it really a false set? Okay, maybe it is. Because I got. Well, it won't. That's definitely a counter rotation, but it won't set. Yeah, see here? And back to everything is reset. So let's go the other way. Now we have some counter rotation from the back pin. Oh, that's an even deeper false set. Oh, I can't even pick my 410 lotto with a bobby pin, and you're wanting me to do a challenge lock? Have you lost your mind? Are you saying dang right you lost your mind? Hello, labs. Next question. Okay. Why is it inappropriate to say that the amount of wood chucked okay, screwed that up from the get-go. Never mind. Blah, blah, blah. Why is it inappropriate to say that a woodchuck who has increased the amount of wood chucked has upchucked? Spork. Spork. Good Lord, I haven't seen a spork in ages. Even worse than that, I don't recall ever seeing a metal spork. All the sporks I've ever seen that I can remember have been plastic. Get back to my fall set here. Careful, careful, don't lose it. There we go. Okay, so now nothing. So let's put some pressure on there and see if we get some, if heavy tension gives me any feedback. I hate getting into a good fall set and then nothing. No pin wants to say anything. Okay, let's try the cheat here. Okay, that just makes things more problematic, and I think it's because of how big it is. So Let's see if we can get something smaller to work. Oh. Oh, look at that. Look at that play. Still in the false set. And I'm able to play with it that much with a false set. I don't know how well this is going to work, so let's... Well, I know I'm not hitting the warning now. See, that pin does not budge at all. So let's let off a little tension. And it's still not. Let off a little tension. There's no tension at all right there. Because, okay, there's no tension. Ah, just reset the whole bloody thing. You bugger. Okay, so let's try going backwards then. Nope. Now, why does that real micro tension? Now, I need to put more tension than that. But now it's gone. And it's gone again. Okay, so one. Now, why is it I have no, but one and two feel set, but I have no, that's cool. Three also feels set. Four also feels set. Five, I got a click. No counter. Oh, second click. Still nothing, nothing. Okay, so six. Okay, this cannot be true because they all feel like they're set. So I know I'm not feeling something correctly because they can't all feel like they're set and it not open. Some funny there. Yeah, I'm definitely missing something. Okay, jiggle test. And that has, there's no spring behind that at all. Oh, ball set. Okay, so is that a good thing or a bad thing there? Okay, so pin 2 dropped into a nice false, well, a decent, but then pin 3 pulls it right back out of that false set. One, okay, two feels set again. One feels set. Four kind of, yeah, well, no. Oh, I think I heard something drop. I don't know what. Just the slightest of, whoa! There's that big ass ball set from pin 2. Pin 3. It's giving me a bunch of counter rotation, but no satisfaction at the end of it. It's like it's not completing its counter rotation journey. There we go. Come on. No. Okay, so now there's no more counter rotation from pin 3. There's 1. There's 2. 3. Oh, well, maybe it is. Okay, so let us try. There's pin 1, pin 2, pin 3. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't know if that was a good click or a bad click. No, I sound like Dorothy. Or no, not Dorothy. Glinda. Are you a good witch or a bad witch? Was that a good click or a bad click? Inquiring minds want to know. Well, I don't know about minds. I want to know. Okay. Maybe I need to go deeper in here. Oh, not so deep it's stuck. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Every single pin feels the freaking same. They go way up, but nothing. There's no. Urgh. So it must mean I've overset something, right? So, you know what? Before I get started in that round, I gotta pee so bad. Hello, Grouchy Lenny. I'm the head of the branch. Oh, hey, Grouchy Lenny. Oh my dear Lord. Now my hands are freezing. Oh, I blame the diabetes. My hands are always cold here lately. I don't know why. And oh, bloody hell. Now the dog wants to go outside too. Okay. Oh. Okay. What? It hasn't snowed yet? How rude. All right. There you go. Are you going out, Cat? I mean, if you are, there you go. See? Don't worry. She's been fixed. The cat. Not Christmas. And that was a different cat than the one that showed up and got a. You know what? I'm pretty sure that you might very well be right there because, Grouchy Lenny, because I'll hit pin 2, and if I put a lot of tension and hit pin 2, then what happens is that I get just a real little click, and then I'll go down further into the lock, and then all of a sudden a deep set or a deep false set, and I'm just wondering if you might be right. And then so if that might be 3. It's not the first pin because I can see it, but so it's either pin 2 or pin 3. Uh, I think there's something funny with the key pin. Uh, because I can get a click out of it, and then I'll get a false set out of it. on just that pin, which seems to me weird to me. But I didn't think about it. You were saying something about a spooled key pin, and that makes sense. That makes sense from what I understand of the. If you turned a key pin into a spool, it would make sense that you would get to the shear line, which would be that little click, and then an overset, like you were just saying, an overset would be a false set, or be a false set, or a negative false set, a false negative. Oh God, it's too early in the morning for that. I'll figure out what to call it later. But and I'm just making an assumption, based on what you were saying. But I'm not sure if it's either yeah, it's either pin 2 or pin 3 that does that. But then I'm also wondering if what's going on is that when I get to the back of the lock, pins 5, 6, if I'm bumping pin 2 hard enough with the shaft of the pick to bump it in to overset it into that false set. Can it be set up? I'm pretty sure you can set a lock if you know what you're doing. I don't. But I'll bet money that if you know what you're doing, you can set a lock up specifically to do that, just to aggravate the bejesus out of whoever's trying to pick it. And I do honestly believe that Elroy's Toys would do that. Of course, right now I'm going to say that here in 2 hours or 3 hours after I put the pick aside and stop picking on that one, uh, I might even say, hey, that's cool. Right now it's just freaking evil. But I might be a little bit prejudiced here, just so y'all know. Might just be a wee bit prejudiced. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Just a ramble, 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 ramble. It's the thought that counts. Yeah, I thought y'all could hear me. All right, dog. I don't know what you're doing out there. My dog is half Siberian Husky and half Bull Mastiff. 5 to 100 poundish. Well, he's probably more than that now because he's getting noticeably fat. Which sounds kind of rude, but I mean, he's not the lean, mean, lick you to death machine he used to was. He's gained some he has visibly gained some poundage. But looks like you're out of luck again here. And yeah, you're out of water. Okay, no, you are not. Not even close to out of water. It's just the water's so frickin' clear that either the water's really, really clear or I'm really, really blind. You following me around like a little lost puppy, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you your food so that you'll leave me alone and not be hounding me later. Just running around hurts the legs. Ow. Okay. Oh, check out the peanut gallery and then get back to work. Oh. Well, I don't know a whole lot about making them. I've seen all kinds of. Uh, I mean, I know I have seen the innards of this lock on uh, Facebook or in the Discord, but I've seen the innards of all the the ETZ CL locks. So I couldn't. I don't know which set of pins that I'm remembering belongs to which lock, and I'm going to try to not look up this lock for as long as I can. I mean, I know it's not going to take long before it's like, you know what, screw it, that's done pissed me off to the point of no return. I'm going to look at it. Then I'm going to say, well, no wonder I couldn't figure shit out. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm getting better at being able to see that the key, translating what the key looks like into what it means for picking. I'm getting better at that. I'm still nowhere near anything close to an expert by any stretch of the imagination. Uh, and I know it. So I guess I'm at the point where I think I know, but I don't trust myself enough to actually know that I know it right, if that makes sense. Okay, get the nicotine fix. Nicotine. Nicotine. I quit smoking about, I don't know, 8 or 9 years ago now, but I vape. So I just replaced it with vaping. And I would not recommend vaping for somebody unless they already smoke, and then they can try vaping to see if it'll help them stop smoking. But my big problem is the eye or the hand to mouth movement. I'm well up into my 50s. Uh, and I actually started smoking at 8, 9 years old when I started stealing them from my dad. Back then, he smoked Winston's. Uh, but, I was at least smart enough to wait until he went from Camel non-filter to the Winston filters before I started stealing his cigarettes. I guess I had that much sense. Okay. Oh, getting old. Yeah, get a drink from my wee little mug. Uh, just for size comparison, this is the uh, Tradesman or Garrison. It's the one with the flaps case. And here's a 1100. Yeah, I could probably get 50 1100s in this in my coffee mug. Because when we do coffee, we don't screw around. Okay, so pin one. Okay, now see if I can get my microphone here close enough and maybe you can hear that micro click on pin two. There, do you hear that? Okay, now I'm thinking that is set. But then if I push it again, watch and listen here. Yeah, see there? It's in a false set now. Now I gotta find my, oh, it went up underneath the key there. So that's what I'm thinking is happening. I think you're right, Grouchy Lenny. Uh, because see, pin one is still, and pin two Doesn't. Now, see, it might not be a spool. It might just be a gutted, or well, I guess technically it would be. I don't know that it's necessarily a spool like I think of a spool. You know, the big gougy thing. It could just have a small lip and then a big gap, just enough to give it a little bit of a give this little false set. Because see, pushing on that on 2 right now doesn't doesn't do anything. I think that's 2. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. Yeah, it's 2. Because then we go to 3 and nothing. And then 4, nothing. 5 is nothing. And then 6. Well, but let's. Okay, 1, 2 still. 1 goes up. I mean, it flops around like it's a dismembered limb. Here's 3. Wait, wait. 3 is giving some. No, well, I thought it was given some counter rotation. It's just not. Okay, now see, I had counter rotation out of 3, and it went back all the way, and then it kind of, I don't know, felt like a bump. But see, now when I go back to 2, 2 doesn't move at all. It is dead solid. Okay, so 4 gives us counter rotation. Not a lot, but some counter rotation. Okay, 5. 5, yeah. 5 feels like the whole. Oh, nope, counter rotation. Once I get on there good. There's a clicky noise, but I'm pretty sure that's me hitting the warding. Here's to come back out here. 1 is still a dismembered limb. 2 is still rock hard. 3 is also now rock hard. Oh, or is that 4? That might be that might have been 4. Fuck, I don't know. Whoa, that was a huge counter rotation. That just reset the whole fucking lock. Or not. Nope, I bumped 2. Son of a bitch. I bumped 2, and now we got nothing. So maybe I can get a counter rotation and so 3 counter rotated, and then back to the set or to. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I have a line here that's there, and then it's offset over to here. And the lines met up to make a straight line and then went straight back over so I'm pretty sure that pin 3 is now set. Pin 2 is 1 is still a dismembered limb, and 2 is now acting like a dismembered limb as well. So progress, I think. Let me get off of that warding. Okay, since 2 is already set, theoretically, yeah, there's a lot of theoretically going on here, but the theory being if 2 is already set and it is the spooled key pin, then I should not have an issue with oversetting it, right? Being in a false set otherwise. That's my thought. I have no idea how close to reality or how well it reflects reality. So, oh, yeah. I see it had, and then it stopped. So did I set it in the excitement? Okay, 1, 2, 3, all feels set. 4 does not. 4 feels like it's gummy up in the works. Okay, so then now there's 5. 5 doesn't want to budge. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4 is a solid rock at the bottom. So let's try just, yeah. This is not my favorite keyway, by the way. Just so y'all know. Okay, so is that counter? See, this is where is I'm not sure if this is counter rotation or because I need to twist the pick, I need to twist the pick kind of like that to get it to go up into the. I'm not sure. That feels more like it's catching on the pick is catching the warning or more so than it being a counter rotation. Oh, ooh, it was counter rotation because I just got to it and then boom, it went back into the false set. So double check. Okay, that 2 is feeling right because it's bouncing. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, well, maybe it's not. Shit, I might have been 2. Okay, pretty sure that's 5. Okay. Oh, okay. My hands are cold. Ah, no, no, don't, don't. There we go. Okay. Whew. Almost lost it. The false set. No, see, I think I'm at a dead end. It just feels, you know how when you're picking on a lock, you go, oh, it's going to open. It's going to open any second now. And then there's other times where you're like, nope, I'm at a dead end. It ain't doing squat. I feel like I'm at the it ain't going to do squat dead end. See, I can't. Oh, wait a minute. That was pin 1. Or was it? Yeah, that was pin 1. I know I could see pin 1. And I do have Elroy's permission to gut it, even if I have to send it back to him in a body bag for reassembly. So when I get this open, that's why I want to do all my picking on camera, preferably live, because I get this open, it's going to be gutted right then. If everybody wants to leave, if I'm live and everybody wants to leave, then that's fine with me. But it'll probably be a slow, torturous to watch gutting so that I don't screw stuff up. But I am getting better at gutting, or at least I feel like I'm getting better at gutting. Of course, I haven't done one on camera for some time, so that might just be a false bravado on my part. Was okay, so that's okay. I'm gonna put my finger down here and run that. Okay, so they're not going to be more than that deep because that's the end of the bloody lock. Okay, so how long do I go with nothing happening before I give up the ghost and start over? That's the question right now for me. Because I don't have a whole lot of patience for that. If I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere and I get the idea in my brain that, nope, you're done, that round reset and go over again, then whoa. No, that was me with the warning. Okay, let's try this. There is no tension. I am putting no tension on the core, and I want to check the pins with no tension. Okay, something crunched, because that was a crunch, not a click. You know that sound it makes when you push on the pin that you know is a serrated pin, and you know you went up 3 or 4 serrations at once? How it makes that kind of crunchy noise? That's what that did. But it didn't alter the false set in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so nope. Well, shit. Let me see. And I hit pin fucking 2 on the way out. Pulling the pick out, I hit pin 2 and 3 and 1 because I pulled it out with it at the up angle and pulled it out instead of dropping it flat. Dumbass. Okay, so theoretically, it's been reset, the whole lock. Well, maybe not. That's how I feel though. I feel like the whole lock started. I'm starting over. Hmm. Okay, put that back there. Do a scrape, 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 scrape. I'll make sure to reset all them pins. Okay, pin one. Oh, see, pin two. And there was just like the tiniest of core movement. So the theory is that one a. See, that sounds like a serrated pin. Three. That doesn't make sense because I get counter rotation on three when I overset two. So is the key pin in three a serrated pin? That would be just evil. Have a spooled pin, key pin, and then a serrated key pin, the next one, so that when you overset the one, then you're oversetting the next one, thinking you're just going through the spool serrate or the yeah, you're just going through serrations, and all you're doing is digging yourself even deeper into a you ain't gonna do shit with this lock. Yeah, see every single pin just bobbles. Okay, that one. Well, the warning is stopping me from seeing. Yep, that one's got springs to it, which means that yeah, see that one's got spring to it. Yeah, I've got it overset somewhere, most definitely. That would be evil, serrated, so that when you think you're getting out of one mess, but you're just digging yourself deeper into the next, or into a completely new mess. Yeah. Okay, so pin one. Wait, here we go. Let's get, there's pin one, nothing. And it drops all the way back. It goes all the way up. Yeah, I can feel so it goes all the way up, pin one, and then drops right back down. So, yeah. Now, pin two, see, I just got that micro click. And then if I hit pin two again, it drops into that. Okay, now three is, no, I gotta get over on the three. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, there's one, there's two, there's pin three, and I got nothing. No counter rotation at all. Okay, I thought I was getting out of the pin two false set. See, I'm not getting counter rotation anywhere. What is up with that? See, I hate when I start over and it's like, you do a pin reset and you go in there and you start playing with the pins again, and then you're like, well, wait a minute. All the stuff I thought I had concluded in the first time correctly is not adding up when put it into practice this time around. Okay. Oh, I want to see how frustrated I am. So what I am going to do is I am going to attempt my 410 lotto, and if it's going to give me crap to open, then I know it's time to quit. Oh, get my headphones to stay on. Yeah, here's that evil. This here is an Asa Ruco Flux Core that Lady Locks sent, and it is, she's got a blue belt sticker on it. 5 pins, and I cannot get that thing to, yeah, I have not been able to even get a false set on this thing. That's how crazy it is. Oh, wow, I'm having a hard time holding this with my hand cramping like it is. That's never a good sign either. Sign, hey, you old fart, time to take a break. Okay, we got the ball set, and we lost the ball set because I was being sloppy, and nope, I was being sloppy and I hit 2 pins at once. And now I can't even get a reset. What the frick? I'm thinking this poor lock is getting. Yeah, see here? I'm not even having any luck with my 410 that I've opened so many freaking times for Mountain Mix Challenge. Seems like it might be a good time to go play Diablo 4 or Fishing Planet. Oh, ball set. Pin 1. Pin 2. Pin 3. Okay, maybe it wasn't. And we got the open. Yay! Open sesame. Ta-da! At least I got something open today. I'm playing around, messing with it earlier today and couldn't get that one open. Couldn't get the other. Wait. Yeah. So, yeah, I got that open. So, I'll set it up here. See, I went and got some bobby pins. Guess what I've been practicing and not having any luck with? Yep, you guessed it. Opening anything with a bobby pin. Anything. See, I even went all number 4 on it and still nothing. So, but my hands are cold. I'm going to put this key in here so I don't lose it. Yeah, and I'm still curious because the key only goes that far that way, and it only goes that far that way. It does not go, it doesn't, it goes just over 45 degrees either direction. I mean, it'll go both directions, but it only goes 45-ish degrees before it doesn't do nothing. So I need to remember to get a hold of Elroy's toys and see if that's normal or intentional or if it's, what did I do to screw this up? Yes. Okay, but I am done picking that. My hands are freezing. Oh, I've started the practice. I've just not been, yeah, I've just not been able to get anything to work with it. Because the first bobby pin, I used a pair of wire cutters and cut the plastic tip off because I couldn't get the stupid plastic tip to come off, and it just put a little lippy thing, a burr, however you want to phrase it, on there, and that was not the greatest idea in the world, I found. Uh, oh, Dutch Lockpicker, how are you today? I apologize to everybody in there because I can either pick or I can do the. My problem is I'll get into picking and analyzing, especially these challenge locks. Probably heard me chattering to myself like a crazy old person, but it just my hands are just freezing for some reason, or they feel like they're freezing. Well, I started camera is a blur. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm not. Yeah, I'm still new to all of this. Oh, yeah, that's because of my side here. Uh, I don't know what I'm doing. Just flat out, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm still learning it. Oh, Hmm. No, there's a bunch of buttons I haven't played with, so that's what I'm doing now is blip blippity blip. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what virtual background means, so I'll stop playing with it before I end up completely. Oh man. So what in the world happened there? Yeah, see, my picks got all out of wackadoo. Earthquake. Oh. Okay, well, y'all, I am still. What? What I miss? What I miss? Do, 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 do. Oh, I've tried starting at the back, and I'll get into that little false set from pin 2, or I'll get into an even bigger false set. I suspect maybe from the pin that I hit in the back. But then once I get into that bigger false set, if I get that big, huge false set right away, I can't go anywhere with it. Nothing, it won't go any further. I'm pretty sure this is a 6-pin. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, according to the key here, I'm pretty sure it is a 6-pin. Uh, so there's that. Oh, Hey, congratulations there, Rusty Spoon. It looks like you got over your 50. Okay. I'm trying to. How many people are we got here? 3 watching and no subscribers or no likes. That can't be right. Let me refresh here and see what happens. 4 likes. Yay, me. Moving up in the world. 4 likes. Hey, Elijah Carney's here. Ah, okay, yeah, because I remember that. You have to do the. I honestly, now I am beginning to wonder if I need to go through that registration because I never did anything like that. I've always gone through like Restream or what have you. So I'm wondering if maybe I need to go in there and find out if I need to get registered. Well, it only says 4 on mine. So I don't know if there's any actuality to that for me or not with the registration thing. Of course, it might have happened and I got a notification that I didn't actually see somewhere because that happens. Oh, but no, the more because I've like I said, I've seen the his challenge logs because he posts them on Facebook, the pins. And so there's no doubt in my mind I've seen the setup for this lock. I just don't know which one. Uh, yeah, my screen still says 5, so I don't know. Uh, but anyway, I got distracted and completely lost track. Oh yeah, the pin. So I've seen the pin setups from for 1 all the way to 21 uh, on Facebook. Well, but on a combination of Facebook and Discord. I just don't know which set, but I do remember there being several key pins that were spools and serrated and some wackajaw configuration that I don't even think has a name, along with the uh, yeah, the driver pins. So I don't know. C7 now. Woohoo! Moving up in the world. So, okay, I'm not really expecting a whole lot of views uh, or likes or whatnot at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning on a week. Well, no, this is Friday, Saturday. Huh. Well, good night, Rusty Spoon. Oh, maybe maybe one of these days I'll actually do a scheduled one and yeah, maybe one of these days I'll be able to schedule it and actually show up and get it done where people have a heads up and a warning. Maybe. Don't hold your breath. But I am not going to pick on that lock uh off camera. I mean, I might do uh yeah, I might be willing to do where I turn on the camera. I'm just not live and I'm recording it, but I want my first open to be caught on camera because when I open it, I am going to gut it right then and there. And I even have a separate Ziploc baggie to put everything in case I need it to send it back to Elroy's Toys because, yeah, it is 6:36 a.m. here. Uh, Means my wife will be getting home here in an hour, hour and a half. Oh no, it's gonna take her longer. She said she was going to the store for stuff. God only knows what. So it might be a bit longer than that. 5:36 while you're in Central. Well, yeah, it's AM here. I'm sorry. I just assume everybody knows AM PM when I say six because I don't do the oh well it's 1837. Oh, Elijah, yeah, you're in Australia, right? Seems to me, yeah, because yeah, I'm pretty sure you're in Australia. Get a turkey today. I'm not sure when turkey season is around my parts. Oh, well, the what 2 years ago might have been last year. They had turkey for 13 cents a pound. Uh, yeah, they had turkeys for 13 cents a pound. Uh, it was a local store here, but it was on sale, and if you showed, they combined a bunch of things they normally don't because they had coupons, in-store coupon that you can rip. Actually, they had a stack of them sitting there by the turkeys, uh, but it was a limit three, and so we got the three, and at least one of them is still in the freezer, the chest freezer. So, but $13 a pound. Yeah, we were jumping on that, especially since, after all the coupons and the app and all that crap. Uh, Honestly, I think they were overconfident as to how many, or there was a screw up in the order, so they ended up with a lot more than they really wanted. And so, like two or 3 days before Thanksgiving, uh, they had that sale, and uh, a buddy of mine happened to be in there and gave me a call and said, "Hey, they got turkeys for 13 cents a pound if you do this, 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 and this. And but you better hurry because man, there's a limit of three, and he's already seen a few people get their three, go out, drop them off in their car, and come back in and get three more. So we ski-daddled down there and got our three. Uh, well, I mean, the only reason to do that is because you're overstocked, or you're in desperate need of the room, or there was an error of in my opinion, you know, because otherwise it's normally what 70, 80 cents or more a pound. I don't know. I haven't looked this year yet. I got a turkey in my freezer, so I don't have to look. Don't want sticker shock. Oh, well, y'all, I am going to call it a stream. I do appreciate y'all showing up. I do appreciate y'all liking. Uh, uh, I became eligible to earn blah blah blah. So I threw where you can do the super chat and super stickers. Feel free to do those if you want or not. I don't care. honestly. Uh, I'm not doing this for the money, but I know some people like to do that. I'm not doing the membership thing because, well, I have no idea how that works. Or and then because I know Lady Locks has got some fancy icons that you can unlock being a member and what have you, but I don't know how to do any of that. I'm not really interested in that. I'm not doing this to make money. Uh, so yeah. But anyway, I will see y'all later, either on one of my future streams or someone else's future stream. Uh, and with that, I bid y'all adieu as soon as I figure out how to end the stream. Somehow or another, the stream has, I would think, a button somewhere